Right, welcome back to another video, and it is game day. It is currently, 10 past 8 in the morning, and we're on our way into the fortress that is Hockley for another big match. It's also only 4.5 degrees outside. Look, have a look at that, Nick. So this is the pure dedication that we are showing to the channel. We're in for a tough game today, looking to bounce back after getting handed that loss by Gary a couple of weeks ago. So who are we up against today? Let's go over to the range and meet him. Today's opponent is previous club champ here at Hockley, videographer to the stars, and of course, scratch golfer. It's Luke Hodgetts. Flush up.
Here he is.
How are we, mate?
How are you,
good?
mate? You good?
Yeah,
Good, how are you?
Good, mate. All right, so let's get some balls out, have a little loosen up, and then we'll get on the tee.
Let's go.
Right then, let's get cracking.
Let's go.
Guest of the channel.
Yeah.
Do you want to lead us away?
Absolutely.
Come on in, mate.
Don't know if you noticed, I changed my hat.
I didn't notice that, but now you have. I think that's going to make a difference for you.
It's going to make all the difference. We know
Shift
that, right?
strike close to the centre. So what do we
Right.
see here then? How do you view this one?
Well, so I'm a fader.
Yeah.
So the left to right slope isn't favourable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So normally I would probably hit 3-wood and go for the green, but because I'm only weak and only small, I've only got half a set because I'm carrying. So I'm just going to get a little
you've
two
got
iron.
no clubs left, you're hitting that.
Hey,
You've got no clubs left, so you're hitting
exactly. It's either this or driver, and driver would be too much. So
that. Yeah.
because I'm, yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to hit this and try and get it just short of the bunker on the right.
Off the deck as well, I like that.
It's actually not bad.
Yeah, good strike. Nicely done, mate.
One of the best strokes of it all month.
But what a time to save it for. What a time. So I'm going to try and get it all the way up there if I can.
Are you trying to carry it up there?
All the way, about 240. So I don't want to be leaving myself one of them wedge shots that I was flushing on the range. So yeah, 5-wood,
Nice.
straight up there. Sucker par 3 really, isn't it?
You heard it here first, guys.
Par 3.
If he doesn't birdie it, give him stick. Well, you're on the second tee.
Yeah, it might be near enough pin eye, but
Good strike
that's
though.
right. Yeah, strike was right.
Right, how far we got? Tell you what, he's walking up that slope. He's not. That's not a confident walk, is it? That. Not a confident walk at all. He's demoralised already. He's only hit one shot.
Got nothing here.
Right, 28 yards. He's going to land it all the way because the greens are soft. Oh, it's just too long. Bit long. He's okay though.
So if you could choose somewhere not to miss, this would be it. I've got no room. The lie's not great. It's on a little bit of a down slope, even though the rest of our shot is uphill. So I'm just going to try and make sure I get this past the flag, but this is not an easy shot.
GUR in there, mate. You're okay.
That's that down slope. Fatted it. So a little bit easier now. Everything's on an up slope.
There we go. Yeah, great shot. Oh, go. Yeah, shot.
So
Nice.
just about made up for that crap.
I haven't drawn a line on this ball yet.
Oh dear.
I know. Rookie Rookie mistake.
So like, I'm a big advocate of a line.
So am I.
All the time. Oh.
I just haven't drawn it yet.
He hasn't drawn it yet.
This is where I can this part and I'm like, I don't need a line.
Yeah, go on. Good start that. Little free.
Who needs a line, eh?
Nicely, yeah, who needs a line? Yeah, nicely done, mate. Pretty much played the old spot on, didn't you, really?
I probably left myself a little bit too close, really.
Yeah.
Because I only had 28 yards in, it was just a little flick, so I couldn't control it much.
But like we said, we're surprised it maybe got up as close to the green as it did off the tee. You flushed it,
Yeah,
didn't it?
I hit it good.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll take it after that pitch shot. So, hole number 2. This is a par 4. This isn't a par 3. This is par 4, this one.
What's the score?
Round the corner. You're 1 shot in the lead.
Cool.
Good start, mate.
Nice.
Great start. Still your honour.
Are we doing stroke play?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, stroke. I didn't realise.
Yeah, we've got to shoot a score. The viewers want to see us shoot a score.
Oh, okay, fine.
Which I think is the calibre of golfer we are.
I didn't get briefed on that. I thought it was match play.
Sorry, I thought it was a given.
I would have played that. I would have played that last hole differently if I knew.
We knocked it on, knock it in. Yeah. So how are we seeing this in? How do you attack this one?
Driver over the corner.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. Directly over Nick.
Cue Nick to move out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Over that second tree.
Yeah.
With a bit of a cut. Get down, ball.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just edit down the get down ball so it looks like you meant to do that.
The one-handed finish, the get down, all the above, right?
We'll blur you out, cut the audio. But like that, because of where you've aimed, if that's your shot pattern, obviously you're kind of playing for it, aren't you?
Yeah, that's my miss, so.
Yeah. I mean, judging by that range session, my miss is both, so. So I'm going to aim at the same line, and if anything, I'm going to make sure it leaks to the right.
Yeah. Good fade. That should be over. It should be okay. Long enough.
So swing-wise, obviously the viewers would have seen your sort of takeaway that is maybe not textbook,
slightly unconventional, should we say?
A little bit. So sort of tell the viewers about that. So your sort of swing journey as a good golfer.
So believe it or not, when I was younger, my swing plane was literally on the line on the way back and on the line on the way down, so it was perfect.
Right. Okay.
It then got to a point, because I used to hit quite big draws, and I hated hitting draws.
Yeah.
And I physically could not hit a fade.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where, to play my best golf as well, I had to start hitting like 3/4 shots, so I could start striking it better. This is when I was a member at Royal Winchester.
Yeah.
So for 2 years, I literally hit 3/4 shots. Really? Just all the time.
Yeah.
How I was that dedicated, don't know.
That's crazy.
This is when I was like just when I started like starting really enjoying my golf.
That's discipline, that.
Yeah. But that's why my swing's short.
Right. Okay.
So that's where that's come from. I then really wanted to start hitting a cut.
Yeah.
So then obviously swing started getting a little bit steeper on the way back to try and emphasise coming from the outside.
Yeah.
And then it's literally just got steeper and steeper and steeper, and now I'm Matt Wolf from Wish.
The Wish version of Matt Wolf. Yeah. That's crazy though. So what made you want to hit a fade?
More control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen other people do it? Like, 'cause on tour for the most part, especially with the longer stuff, a lot of them do hit it left to right.
Yeah, I mean, but back when I wanted to hit the cut, everyone was still hitting draws.
Yeah.
The guys on tour were still hitting draws, going for distance. Where I was like, I was never the longest, right? I'm still not long by any means, but yeah, I just really wanted to start hitting the cut just for a little bit more control, really.
And you feel it's given you that?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, there, for example, the way that I just hit that shot there, I don't want to obviously compare it to your tee shot.
Yeah.
But like my bad cutty shot, was a lot less,
a lot less
dangerous
than
the one that turns over too much to the left.
Yeah, no, spot on, mate.
Because it lands softer. It doesn't have that horrible, like dying flight.
It's more controllable.
That's exactly it.
Isn't it? Yeah, no, I like that.
That's exactly it. 133, playing 137 with slope. We won't tell Rich that I'm using slope on my Bushnell. 137 with slope. Like I said, I only got half a set, so I'm just going to hit like a little knockdown 8, I think, just to get it up there. So yeah, nice little knockdown 8, straight at it, hoping the wind off the left is going to hold it straight. It's all over it. A little bit long, didn't take enough off it. Nice though, good strike.
Right, so this is probably the first time you've ever seen anyone here. You're also probably wondering where on earth is he? I'm in the bushes, I'm in the trees. I'm going to try and hack it out into the fairway.
Yeah, you're out.
Right next to the bag as well, look.
Still want to do stroke play?
Oh yeah. Right, so 123. There's very little wind up there, isn't there? So we're going to go with a relatively full 50.
Nice.
And try and hit the ball before the ground. And that should get us out there.
What's your stock yardage for your 50?
125.
Is it?
Depends where I hit the ground.
Should be 2 yards long then.
Yeah. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Slightly uphill though, so I might take it out of it.
No, that's with slope.
Oh, it's
123,
okay.
so
I'm using slope as well. I said I wasn't going to tell you.
I wouldn't worry about it, mate.
Come back. Come back. Yeah, good,
Yeah, it's
good
okay.
distance that.
It's okay. Look at that line. Ooh. Good effort, mate.
I thought that was good, you know.
Even in winter, it's so quick down
So
towards
good.
the front of the green, isn't it?
Oh, I thought I had that.
Yeah, I thought you did as well. That line was tracking, wasn't it?
It was the whole way.
Right. For a stress-free par.
Simmer. That's good.
Just love seeing that line.
End over end.
Over end. Nicely done, mate. Good solid 2 holes that.
Cheers.
Very good. 2-shot lead.
Let's go.
So driver straight down it.
Drive straight down there between those 2 traps.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, in the summer, I probably should let drivers, to be fair, knowing me, but
Those bunkers just come into play.
they do come into play in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's just like the run out goes up to them off the back.
Yeah, yeah.
From here, it's probably a bit in play, but
yeah,
we're only playing
little knockabout.
Knockabout, yeah. I was about to say we're only playing for fun, but this is a serious match.
Well, it's not been fun for me so far. Swing, mate.
Between the 2.
Yeah, nice. I'm going to hit 5 wood because I want to find this.
Your confidence is inspiring, mate.
It's also course management.
There's
As
also
an
that.
elite golfer,
There is
we're going
also
to get this in play, make birdie, get it back to level.
Very true.
Bob's your uncle, isn't it?
There is also that.
I'll see if I can get this up near your driver.
All right, you probably will, to be fair. I call that very toey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why I drew a little bit.
That's the best strike of your life.
Should do it driver.
How good's that club face, though?
Yeah. Should be all right there.
Love it.
Should
Ball
be
above feet, 150 yards, just where I wanted to go. So what is it you do then? What do you want the viewers to know about you?
So I am a professional videographer and photographer, freelance, predominantly in golf. So about 75% of my work is in golf.
Yeah.
But I mean, last year I shot anything from golf to a dance documentary to working with a company that builds fencing and gates.
Okay.
So literally
wide variety. Yeah.
So it's one of those. If you'll pay me to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah. Spot on, mate. Love that. And how long have you been doing that professionally then?
So I've been full-time freelance as of the start of March. So a couple of weeks. I will have been doing it full-time for 2 years.
Because we were talking about it not long before you decided to go out on your own. God, that's flown by, isn't it?
So I was with Callaway for a year and a half before I went freelance, and yeah, I decided to go freelance, and then literally the last 2.5 years has flown by. Yeah. So I've now officially been freelance longer than I was at Callaway.
Yeah, that's
which
mad,
is crazy.
Isn't it? It doesn't feel that long ago.
Yeah.
It's been going well though, isn't it? You've been smashing it, travelling around.
Yeah. Last year I travelled a hell of a lot. Last year was probably my busiest travel year.
Yeah. Good problem to have though.
It is, yeah. Okay. So I mean, just off the top of my head, I went to Dubai twice for 3 weeks at a time. I did Portugal, Turkey, Scotland a few times. Obviously Australia at the end of the year. Yeah, it's great.
Poor you, mate.
I know, it's a hard life, isn't it?
Poor you. No, good to see you though. Good to see you doing
Yeah,
well.
it's great fun.
Because it was obviously a risk, wasn't it?
It was,
Going out on your
yeah.
own.
It was very scary and very nerve-wracking. But I had great support behind me.
Yeah.
Like mum and dad have been super supportive, and they've helped me out a hell of a lot.
Nice foundation.
Yeah, I've got a really good group of people around me, which is great because I'm quite selective about who I.
You need that when you're taking risks.
That's exactly
and
it.
whatnot, don't you?
I'm
Love
quite
it.
selective about who I'm like around. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that the people around you are the right people for you.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Right, so we got 127. So based on the number, I'd probably hit my gap wedge, but ball's above my feet, so my stability is not going to be 100%. So we're going to club up and go with a wedge and try and hit sort of a 130 shot. And just try and put a good strike on it, maintain a bit more stability through the ball. A little bit of mud on the ball, but it shouldn't affect it too much. And obviously aiming a little bit right because of the ball above feet. Oh. That mud did affect it a little bit actually. Near enough pin high though. Scrambling today, ain't we, Nick? Scrambling.
So I'm like between hitting like a 10 o'clock 60
Yeah.
or like a soft 54,
What is the yardage to the flag?
70.
Okay. So that's
It's
going to
like-
give you two different flights, isn't it?
Yeah. So the thing is, on this green, you obviously don't want to be long, right?
Yeah.
So realistically, I probably should hit the 60 because it's got less chance of going long.
Yeah.
But then it's also going to spin more, which
Yeah.
means it's got more chance of coming back and then coming off the front of the green.
Depends if you think you can generate that much
Yeah.
from 70 with a Wilson ball that you've used once.
So the answer to that is I don't know.
You don't know, yeah. So we're about to find out, folks.
I'm actually going to go for the 54, you know.
Little lower one, a bit more
Go for a
predictable.
lower flight, take the spin off it a little bit.
I think it's still soft enough for it to stop pretty quick.
Yeah, I think so. Let's go with that.
Flight was nice. Result,
Yeah, that
look
worked.
how quickly that stopped.
Yeah,
Take that, mate. Take that.
that worked.
Right then, well, as you've just seen, that lie is what I would call a no-hoper. But as Luke said, at least it's not summer. It's not sort of rocket fast down there, but let's see if we can pull something out of the bag.
Say what? Come
I
on.
just had to stab it forward.
Go! What a golf shot that is.
There you go.
Creativeness at its finest.
But like, that is what this place makes you do.
Yeah.
Like some of the shots I've had to hit here are up on 5.
Yeah.
I've never had to hit them
Anywhere else?
to that extent anywhere else.
No, not at all.
But that may have looked like I've thinned it, but I did mean that. Another birdie putt.
Yes, sir. This is going to be quick.
Tickles it. Yeah, all round good putt. Nicely done, mate. Very, very good.
Cheers.
Again, pretty much played the old bang on as you wanted to, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now this is just to try and cling on. This is going to be a side door jobby.
Good putt.
What an up and down that is, by the way.
That's such a good up and down.
Out the
that.
ball washer, as they say, isn't it? Right then. So what's that? 2 underplays, 1 over.
Yes.
Oh dear.
We only played 3 holes though. Still got 6 to go.
Yeah. Should we stop here? So just smash and drive out there.
Yeah.
Bit
One thing
wider.
you'll learn is I'll probably hit drive everywhere.
I mean,
Really.
if you're obviously maybe not my scenario, but in your scenario, if you hit it straight, yeah, obviously
not?
hit drive.
Exactly. It's not exactly a narrow golf course.
No, it's not. Not in the winter when the rough's
No.
down, anyway.
Exactly.
Loves a one-handed finish.
Don't love that.
I think you might have just carried into the El Crapperoonie there. It's leaky. Just start line was right, wasn't it? The actual flight was
Yeah.
okay. Right, door is open. Should I like 6 iron, just get it in play? No, we're going to go driver as well. Really focus on controlling that face. Let's see if we can hit one in play.
There we go.
They call those frozen ropes, don't they?
That's the one.
That's a fairway.
Found fairway.
Get in there.
Perfect timing as well.
It is, isn't it? almost like I planned that to happen.
Right, I'm going to go for a Provi. A little provisional.
But the thing is though, course management wise, like, we weren't expecting that to happen, so I'd still want you to hit driver.
Oh, I'd still hit driver every day, yeah. Absolutely.
Just still committing to your plan. It's just the execution.
Yeah, I know I did.
And that's
So
the thing, if you can correct it.
So when I hit that shot shape,
Yeah.
it's because I've dropped it down too much.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So if you like watching that video back, my club will be back here.
Yeah.
And then I've
Yeah.
just left it open rather than getting it out in front.
Because of the start line of the ball.
Exactly, yeah. So all I now know is all I've got to do is just turn harder.
Yep. And that turn just moves your path left. So even on a miss strike then, you've got so much more room for error,
Started straighter, yeah.
Yeah.
It started better, but
that's part of the diagnosis that, like, when I teach people, I'm keen to get them be able to do what you've done and going, okay, that's happened.
exactly.
I recognise why that's happened. I've got to do this to fix it.
Yeah,
Because if you don't know that, you probably would have hit the exact same shot again.
yeah,
What
exactly.
good's that for anyone?
And then they'd be like, oh, why have I done that?
Yeah. No, but that's just from the knowledge of your swing, isn't it?
Yeah. So I got two misses in my swing.
Yeah.
One is that,
Yeah.
and the other one, which I don't tend to do much anymore because I worked hard on it, it's turning the face over.
Yeah.
So now my miss is literally just like that.
Mm.
And
And you know why it happens as
I know
well.
exactly why it happens.
Yeah.
Normally, my quick fix when I'm on the golf course, if I start doing that quite a lot, my quick fix, I just put the tee down lower.
Right, that encourages you to turn
Yeah,
more on
and
top
then I
of it
feel like
left.
I'm hitting down on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then
Which
it
will
forces
move
the club
path
to go left. Yeah.
left. Yeah, spot on. Like that.
That's my just quick fix on the golf course. Because like if I need to hit a fairway finder, I'll tee the ball up like a centimetre off the ground.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because it's like hitting driver off the deck, and it last thing you're going to do is go back the other way.
Because
you're gonna duff it.
I'm pretty sure it's near on, unless you like obviously hit it fat and turn the face over.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure it's near on impossible to hook it when you're hitting off the deck.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
driver.
Yeah, not far off. It's definitely a good way to do it.
Yeah. So I know that if I'm hitting driver off the deck, I know it's going left or right.
100%. Because you've got to move your body in that way to strike it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you deliver it with a draw or like a hooky movement pattern,
You just won't
you're
be
not
able to
going to
do
strike it. Yeah.
So people who hit big draws like that, like amateurs, who hit big draws,
Yeah.
they'll probably really struggle to hit driver off the deck.
100%. Or even their woods, long iron, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you hook it, you get your driver out, driver off the deck on the range, Luke says.
Yeah. I'll sort you out.
And go and give that a go.
I'll sort you out. Right, got 210, playing 224.
Long way.
Let's just go 2 iron and just try and see how far up and get there.
That'll be fine to that flag as well.
That's okay.
Left flag.
Not good.
So 192 all the way back to that flag. Just like almost looks like it's in the bunker, isn't it?
It does, yeah.
So we're going to be playing right at that, just short of it as well. Don't want to be going long.
No.
Let's get a 6 iron out there. Oh,
You
good
slipped.
slip.
Tell you what, it's
How about that flight, by the way? That's what happens when you slip and fat it. Dodgy shoes, that's why.
We've got a little chip and run. I say chip and run, it's not even chip and run at all. Try and get it just over the mound, run it out, and see how it goes, I guess. I started too far left. Good for length, but started too far left. Not good.
So we're gonna putt this. Nothing really in the way. A little bit of fringe, but it looks fine. Up the hill, need to give it a whack, get up there onto that top tier. Be a good 2-putt though.
Oh, good putt.
Not too bad from there.
Okay, it's quite a breaker. A little bit off the right.
Good effort.
Not good.
Still quick though.
It's a swinger. Good putt.
Thank you.
Very good.
That's all in the line, that. Every putt is a straight putt. Nicely done, mate.
Cheers.
Very good. Good 2-putt. So we are 142.
All the tables have turned, that's you.
We have a little bit. Very little wind. What are you thinking?
I'm going for a little knockdown 8. I hit one earlier and it was a tad long, so.
Okay.
And that was from 130. So I think it should be about right if I hit the same shot.
I'm gonna go with the 9 with no wind. This is pretty much.
I would hit a 9 normally, but I don't have one.
It's just a nice calm yardage. If anything, clouds are going sort of that way as well. 8 will be too much. Just left of it as well, always.
Yeah.
Maybe not that far left.
That's gonna be an interesting shot.
Another one of those like crazy golf shots, isn't it? Just absolutely gunned that. It's boring hitting greens anyway.
Right, I'm gonna go at that tree. If it cuts, it cuts.
Yeah. Keep cutting.
Wrong
ball.
tree. Let me join you on crazy golf.
Ooh, crazy golf shot. Little chip off. Chipping comp. We set it up, didn't we? I'll tell you what, we are showing the viewers some shots today, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is unreal.
Yeah, and some of this is a bump and run. I don't quite trust the ground enough for winter. So I'm gonna try and land it just on the green and let it trickle out.
Strike was really good. That's a really, really good shot from there.
Thank you, mate.
Really good.
Take that every day.
So I've got a little bit more predictable ground in front of me, so I can putt it, I can keep it on the floor. But this is quick again. I'm just going to pick my point and hit a straight putt to that, as always.
Not bad.
Just get scared of leaving it up there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I'd rather have this than a downhill, sneaky one.
Yeah, good putt that.
Thank you.
Makes this one longer. Hole outside, let it swing. Oh,
It's mad how much slope there is. Like, you've given that plenty, haven't you? And it's still dived across the front. Right then, so 6th hole. Easier hole, shorter hole. Playing about sort of 260 from here. We're gonna go with a 5-wood, see how far up there we can get it.
that looks good to me.
Line's good.
To go a bit, is it?
It was a little bit thin,
Yeah.
a little bit low, but with the flag where it is, that should be fine to chip up to.
Where was the flag?
Red, right in the middle.
I'm not as big as you, so I need to hit driver. Oh my lord.
Plug.
That's gone.
Yeah, good. Just that little low tier one.
Yeah.
Just encourage you to get
Yeah.
more left on it.
Right then, let's try and get something going again. Get this on, hold the putt. Only drop one shot, will be lovely.
Sharp, mate.
That'll do.
Quality that.
That'll do.
So ideally would have wanted to be a bit further right, but we're going to have to take this chip sort of up over the hump. But still, it's in a good spot.
Yeah, nice shot.
Flew it a little bit too far. It's a birdie putt. Might be the first birdie putt of the day, that one, I think. So I think, is this my first birdie putt of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Bloody hell.
Go on, make it
count.
Make it count. Good roll.
You bugger. First tap in par. Oh. Go on then, little sneaky one down the hill, knock it in. Right then, hole 7. Scores on the doors now. Still 1 over.
I'm now 3.
Okay, I've been there against Gary.
I've literally dropped 5 shots in 3 holes, which is great.
Someone shot a hole in your boat, you're leaking. Still, a few holes left, huh?
Yeah.
Driver? Yeah.
Of course.
driver.
Of course.
And the left.
Tad left.
Oh, it hit a tree.
It's something, didn't it?
But like we said, the rough's down, so
Yeah, exactly.
should be able to find it.
Going for that lower tee option again.
Like it.
I'm also going to put the ball slightly further forward.
Swing. Again, just encouraging that path to go left with the body
Exactly
turn.
it.
Yeah,
Exactly it.
like it, mate. You've definitely taken the straighter route to the hole than I have.
Yeah.
So we were just saying off camera, recently you've been filming with Justin Rose, haven't you?
I have done, yes.
Tell us about that.
So I kind of manage and produce Kai Witherington's YouTube channel,
Yep.
so his golf page. And our first video that we launched on New Year's Day was with Justin Rose at Wentworth
Doesn't get much
on
better
the West
than that.
Course, which is, I
That's
mean,
quality.
as an opening video, it doesn't get any better
No,
than
that's
that,
pretty
really,
good,
does
yeah.
it? But yeah, it was a really good day, really good fun. Filming at Wentworth on the West Course was quite special.
Yeah.
Going round, I mean, a golf course that, I mean, I've been lucky enough to play a few times, but also golf course that walking round that you see at the BMW,
Yeah.
and just it's
awesome,
good, it's
isn't it?
great fun, really, isn't it? I've been very lucky to film with some really cool people.
Yeah. One of the perks of your job, I guess, isn't it?
It is, yeah, especially in the golf industry with the companies that I've worked for
Yeah.
as well. Like when I was with Callaway, I worked with a lot of the Callaway Tour players, which was great. So yeah, like, I mean, Memory Lee was class when I shot with him when I was at
Yeah.
Callaway. Also shot with him while I was out in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, the people I've met.
Yeah, that's quality. Very envious of that. You know what it's like? It's like I'm playing, the fairway is lava, so I'm hitting it everywhere else but the fairway. So we got 172, lie's not too bad. We got quite a clear route up to the green. We're going to go with 7-iron. Go slightly right, just so we've got a decent chip if we do end up missing our target. See if we can make a solid 4. Tugged it, didn't go right. Not ideal again. This has been a proper struggle today.
Right, I got 181, playing slightly downhill, so I'm just going to hit like a little 6-iron, sorry, at it. Try and hold it up against the wind, really. Oh no, it's gone left. Just over the bunker. Damn.
Right then, so another up and down needed. The only good thing is we're on a bit of an upslope. It's going to help us get it in the air. And all I'm trying to do on this is just get the club working with the slope. So I'm not going to try and dig in too much. Try and get the club working up. And we've got a 54 degree in hand.
Looks good to me. Looks really nice.
Wow, how soft is that?
Oh. Yeah, filth. Love
It's not,
that.
Not too bad.
Good work.
What's up?
Go for a little 54, just land it up on top of that slope and let it trickle down. It'd be much easier in summer because the back slope would come back down. So I could literally be so aggressive with it. I know it's coming back.
Yeah, nicely played, mate. Nice shot.
Cheers.
All right, let's see if we can make another scrambled par. Seems to be the theme of this video, isn't it?
Nice.
If you want a putting lesson, you know where to go. Honestly.
Your putting's been like solid, to be fair
It's
to you, mate.
Genuinely, since I've had that sort of every putt is a straight putt mindset,
Yeah.
and obviously the new putter has coincided really nice. Gone left hand low as well.
Okay.
So I did it a while ago when I shot my best ever round a couple of years ago.
Go on, what was that?
65.
Nice.
65.
Round here.
Round here, yeah.
Right, I'm going pretty straight. It's not doing much. Straight and firm, back of the cup.
Nice, mate. Good up and down.
Cheers. Right then, what are we saying?
Right, we're 198, uphill a little bit, playing 202.
And I'm 2 behind with 2 to play.
2 behind, 2 to play. Wind is
Slightly into, I think.
slightly into off the left, 2. So that was actually something I wanted to ask you. How do you play wind?
I normally play with it. If that
Right,
makes
okay,
sense.
yeah. And if it's hurting...
I say I play with it, and then you'll watch back on that last shot. I was like, yeah, I'm going to play it up against the wind. Look how that went.
It depends on the shot shape though,
Yeah.
doesn't it? But in terms of how it affects you into wind, how do you feel it? Like I played with Gary, and Gary will just feel it and choose a club, but I like to try and get a number.
Yeah, so I try and feel it. I have done, but when I did open qualifying last year, the guy who caddied for me had a wind chart.
Right. Okay.
And that, tell you what, that was brilliant. It was so good.
Tell us about that then.
I don't know enough about it to like have insight,
but how did it help you?
Well, basically, when we got there, and before the day, it was Josh Collingwood who caddied for me.
Right. Yeah.
He
Friend of the channel.
Loved his numbers.
Yeah.
Right. And I said to him, I was like, mate, all I want to know is a number. Just give me a number.
Yeah.
And I'll hit that.
Yeah.
My one request is don't put me long of any flag.
Yeah.
Around Northants, you can't be long of anything.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I said to him, I was like, you do your wind numbers, you do the slope numbers, like, and then just give me a number and then I'll hit it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about giving me a club. Like, I'll pick the club, you just tell me a number. And it worked really well doing it like that. He was genuinely brilliant.
Because that's the way I view it.
Yeah.
Like here I'm picking 215 is going to be my number. Like we said 202. I think if we get a 215 shot, it's going to find us there.
Sure.
It's then having a number to commit to I really like.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the thing is, I think the wind will affect everybody's balls differently depending on how high you hit it.
Yeah.
I hit it really, really high. So
I hit it quite low.
So a 5 mile an hour wind is going to take a lot more yardage off me than it will you.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why it's a little bit more independent, but
for sure.
I'd always recommend, like you said there, picking a number, gives you something to commit to.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really good when it came to like putting as well, because I was leaving everything. So because the greens are so quick at Northants for open qualifying, I think they were running like 12, 13 on the stimp or something crazy. But everything I was hitting was like dying to the hole, and everything was just like dying off slow. So he basically said to me, he's like, mate, you're such a good putter, you're not going to miss a 3-foot putt. Hit the putt 3 foot past, kill it through the slope. Yeah. And then it actually started holing putts. Yeah.
Because then you match it up to your reads as well.
And I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was on the bag and he mentioned that, it was brilliant.
There you go, nice little shout out for Josh there.
There you go.
He'll love that.
He will.
So yeah, I'm going 4 iron here. 4 iron.
I've got 2
slightly
iron.
left. Right, that number is really good. It's got no shot. You're going to have that too.
That's not ideal.
That is not ideal. Going to see another short game shot, folks.
You just wanted to give me that chance of getting that hot.
I said on the last one, it's like I'm playing the fairway as lava, like hitting it anywhere but the fairway.
Right, I'm going to go for a 2 iron, straight at it. No messing about.
I mean, you're the right side of the flag.
How many one-handed finishes do I want to hit today?
You've hit a couple.
I have not struck the ball well today. Right, okay. I need to land this just right at the pin, on the line of the bushiest tree, I think. And it's going to land and stop pretty quick, I think, with the way I'm going to hit it.
Pretty good.
Tad short, but he's okay.
Right then, so we're roughly pin high. We've got enough room between the edge of the green and the flag to stop it, but the lie's not great, so we've got to make sure we're releasing the club, using the bounce. Just try and limit how much this club wants to dig. Oh no. Not good. Not good. So that was a very out of touch shot, just scared of it in the mud. But we get another go. That's why golf's so good. Again, just try and use the bounce, slide the club a little bit.
It's a golf shot. Yeah, nice that.
Now we're struggling for bogey. Rubbish. That is out of nowhere a double.
So if this goes in, we're all square down the last.
Wow.
Is that right?
I think that might be the case.
So what, we've put on some golf today, haven't
Honestly. I'd love to be able to give you that, but this is some intense game right now.
I was like, you know what, I need to hit this to get it up.
Nicely done.
All right, one behind.
Not easy hole that,
behind.
though, to be fair. Yeah, one behind. Right then, last hole. One shot in it
Yeah.
of a fantastic standard of golf.
Absolutely. I'm going for the tee at high, let it fly approach on this one.
Oh, okay, all right. Look out.
Just gonna hit it hard.
Swing. Beauty. Love that.
Why haven't I done that the rest of the round?
It's mad, isn't it? Golf's crazy. So with the flag where it is, it's not behind the bunker, so we're gonna, as Luke's done, get down there as far as we can, tee it high, let it fly. Shock it's not in the fairway. So something we were talking about the other day when we were having a little catch up was about the mental side.
Yeah.
That's something you said that you've sort of found something with. So
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I always struggle over the winter with motivation to play. But I found last season in general, I really struggled when I get into tournaments and just wanting to be there,
Yeah.
which is the first time I've ever had that.
Yeah.
Like, I've rocked up at some tournaments and I'm just like, I just don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Which is obviously completely the wrong mentality. You're never gonna play well if you've got that mentality. So like we had a really good chat the other day, and I said I was feeling the same sort of thing. I wasn't motivated to play, practice. And then it was 2 days later you saw me on the drum range. You're like,
Yeah.
what are you doing here? You said you hated it.
You found something.
And I've entered my first tournament of the year,
Yeah.
Hampshire Salver at Blackmore.
Yeah.
Normally at Blackmore and Northants, but it's just Blackmore this year. And yeah, that's just given me that little bug to
Yeah.
have something to work towards. It's like you said, if someone's training for a marathon, they want to go out and they want to
Yeah.
run because they don't want to make
Yeah.
a fool of themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Just
Um,
click something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just having that one thing to like look forward to or work towards. Just for me, it's literally because obviously I want to play the best I can, right? If I'm playing at a tournament like that, I'm playing a world ranking event.
Yeah.
I don't want to go up there and play awful. I want to play good golf.
Yeah.
So that's given me that little bit of fire, a little bit of motivation to go out and practice.
It's just
really.
having something to work towards, isn't it? And
Exactly.
it's goals. Like I say a lot when I teach people, it's what are your goals, like what do you want to achieve?
Yeah,
If you've got nothing to achieve,
that's exactly
like
it.
what's going to make you then get up on the range and practice and try and get better? It's just not going to happen.
Exactly it. Like during the winter, it's just so difficult.
Yeah, especially when it's harder to be motivated anyway.
And I think last year I was so focused on my work.
Yeah, that's a factor as well.
Because it was my first full year of doing what I do.
Yeah.
I think I was more focused on making that work, making that happen,
Yeah.
than worrying about my golf.
Yeah, it's just your priorities at the end of the
Yeah.
day. They do change, but
Yeah.
if you've got something you're working towards, motivation's so much easier, isn't it?
Exactly. Similar yardage to that one on the third, but because we're downwind, I'm going to go for the higher one to try and land it softer.
Shot. Yeah, lovely.
That works.
shot. Pressure on.
Nice.
So we've pulled an absolute worldie line in the rough. I've got 75 yards. Luke's stiffed one in there, so got to be quite aggressive with this. Try and make birdie as well. Can't let him get the game back.
Oh, it's a putting comp.
Couple good shots there, finally.
Love that. Best season was in 2022.
Yep.
Where I won the Selborne Salver, Bramshore Open,
Yeah.
and the Solent Salver all in the same year.
All the majors, haven't they?
Literally. Put a Salver at the end of it and I probably would have won it.
Yeah.
And that was the first year that I won like a men's open, if you want to call
Right.
it as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd only ever won junior stuff before or club stuff.
Yeah.
And the biggest change that I think that the change that made me start winning was the fact I told myself I could win.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I wasn't turning up at these like Hampshire events thinking, oh my God, like these guys are unreal. Like, these
Putting
guys are
them
so
on a
much better. These
pedestal.
guys,
Yeah.
these guys are so much better than me. Like the likes of like Martin Young and those guys. Like I used to think that those guys are just like up there,
Yeah.
people to admire. Whereas, like, yeah, they are phenomenal golfers and they are amazing, but I can't go to a tournament thinking that they're better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's no point even bothering then.
Because if I can't, I've now got the mentality if I don't think I can win a tournament, there's no point me playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I've shared that with my own stuff, with the Hampshire PGA stuff. Yeah. If you're in that mentality, you literally might as well stay at home.
I literally went through a couple of years of just reading. Every long drive I went on, I was listening to a Bob Rotella audiobook from like, Thinking Like a Champion, and like stuff. It's just stuff like that. That's proper transformed my mental game in golf.
Is there one of those books that you'd recommend?
Oh, How Champions Think.
How Champions Think. There you go.
It's
Bob Rotella.
Yeah,
How Champions
it's
Think.
a long audiobook. It's like 7 hours long, but it's worth it. On a long drive, it's great.
It just unlocks something for your physical game then, doesn't it? If your mental game's better.
Exactly.
Like it. Let's see if we can make a birdie.
Got it.
Middle of middle.
What a
How
clinic.
good's the line on that
What
ball?
an absolute putting clinic today.
God.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the game over.
Go on, still make a. This'll. I mean, you've already won the birdie count, but this will be 3 birdies and 9.
3 birdies.
Beauty. Nice way to end, mate. Well, thank you for your time.
No worries, pal.
That's been really good to get your insight.
Enjoyed it, mate.
We'll get all of Luke's social media handles and ats down in the description. So go show him some love so you can keep up to date with what he's doing. And as we always say, keep your eyes peeled for another video, which will be coming very, very soon.
Ciao, ciao.